trying to be getting New York back to work, been the ultimate cheerleader, been out and about, as you were just saying, and now has paid a medical price, perhaps, for being so out and about. This also is just one more, for me, anecdotal note of the mini surge that's going on right now. I have friends who I've been hearing from and coworkers who have, for the most part, mild cases of COVID, but it's really been spreading. And I think part of it is that people's behavior, people are very tired 2 years into this pandemic. They want it to be done and over with, but it's clearly not. And now the top leader of New York City has fallen victim to this. But by all accounts so far, knock on wood, it sounds like he's doing okay.
Bob, before we continue, let's catch our viewers up on the official statement that was released from City Hall. It reads, at this time, the mayor has no other symptoms, but he is already isolating and will be canceling all public events for the remainder of the week. He is also going to immediately begin taking the antiviral medications offered for free to New York City residents and encourages all New Yorkers eligible for these medications to take them as well. Now, Bob, given the fact that it doesn't seem like this is a severe case, he'll be working from home. At this point, should any residents be concerned about the way that the city's being governed for the next week?
I mean, I think it's just a reminder also for everyone just to be on
Oh my God, you're so
a little bit
ridiculous.
higher alert, I think, than they've been over the last couple of weeks, that even the mayor has gotten this. And it's also a reminder that the mayor has really, really been out and about, like you said, in Albany on Saturday. And if you looked at what he was supposed to be doing today, he was going to be out and about. So maybe we all dial back just a little bit, or if we do have to do the big thing that we were planning on doing is being careful and masking up.
Out and about.
And I think, but in terms of the governing of the city, I think we should be fine.
What are we going to do when Daddy's in bed for a week?
We have a very, very large municipal workforce.
With a false positive where he gets to actually take a break for a while. Good for him.
Days that some of the top staffers
We'd be so
of
scared.
Governor Hochul got COVID. So I think it's just a reminder for all of us, just be a little bit more careful than you've been, perhaps.
He's a nurse,
know that
not a
it's out
reporter.
there. Even if you're tired with COVID, COVID is out there and spreading, unfortunately.
And Bob, given the fact that the mayor has
Even
now
though they don't
tested
have
positive,
symptoms.
do you think that this is going to change the way that he
Take out your crystal ball.
Moving forward, given the fact that he has gotten it?
Explain the immune system to us,
I
Bob.
doubt it'll reverse any policies, but what do you think?
I mean, I don't think
we don't know,
change his
but let's just
wiring, who
speculate.
he is. He's a social animal. Most politicians are, not all, but most are. And I also think back to when President Trump got COVID earlier in the pandemic. It certainly didn't seem to change any of his attitudes. You know, he's a 60-something man. Your attitudes are sort of baked in. And I don't think this is going to fundamentally change some of the policies, the COVID policies that he's enacted, including the really sort of curious carve-out that he has for athletes and entertainers, that they don't have to be vaccinated, but the rest of us do. Everyone else in New York City to go to work has to be vaccinated. The guy selling you a beer at Barclays Center has to be vaccinated, but Kyrie Irving doesn't. I don't think it's going to change. I don't think the mayor having COVID is going to change that policy. But if you look at his first 100 days, it had been sort of consistent, and I think his message was starting to get garbled. And also, I think we do have to be careful. Like, yes, we all want to go back to the office. Yes, we all want to be out and about. We have to, if we want to do those things, we have to take the necessary precautions. I don't yet know, by the way, I've asked City Hall and haven't heard. I don't know if the mayor himself was boosted. He certainly is eligible. He's over 50 years old.
And that would be your business.
I don't know if he had that booster shot. And also, I don't know if that would have changed
How are we going to make it through the week without
it would be
knowing?
nice to find out.
And Bob, at this point, the mayor's been interacting with so many people. Contact tracing is probably impossible, but fortunately, he's a well-known public figure, and anyone who is near him, I guess they should be advised to just get tested just in case, right?
Yeah, I agree with you, Ron. I was at a memorial a week ago where several people
We don't need
afterwards,
news. We just need
tested
advice.
positive. I've been rapid testing myself every day.
Oh,
since
wow.
Just to be cautious. There's no harm in doing it. So, yes, the good thing is if you've been around the mayor, you know it. But, yes, by all means, you should be rapid testing yourself. I think if you're anywhere near the mayor or probably some of the staff that you've seen with him over the last few days as well.
By all accounts, the mayor's going to be fine. He's going to work from home for the rest of the week, cancel all of his public appearances. He canceled them today in advance. Do you think he's going to use this as an opportunity, as a teaching moment, to tell people that if you get vaccinated, if you get boosted, that if you stay healthy, that you'll have a better chance of combating this virus?
How many times can you ask the same question
he's very good
with different
at
words?
Talking to different groups of people. So
Same pointlessness.
Very clever slogans in very rapid ways. I can't imagine that he won't use this as a teachable moment.
But please do imagine for us. Imagine all of the things that we're incapable of imagining. Thank God you're taking up this airtime.
He's probably already on his mind.
Where would we be without you?
Important advice how they should be acting in the coming weeks.
Yes, please tell us how we should be acting.
Very well. Just in terms of the fact that we, who don't know him as well, know that he is a social animal. He goes all over the place.
Social animal. Third time you've said that.
The fact that today's a day that should have been for celebration. 100 days in office. How much is it bothering him that he's not out celebrating, that he has to stay at home?
I think he's glad that he did that remote media blitz on Friday with so many media outlets, including NY1, doing it from City Hall. And also, by the way, I'm sure the media outlets are now glad they weren't in person.
Thank God we have reporters who think for public officials.
This shows you, I mean, this is sort of a wartime mayor.
We don't need any
Crime is
direct
on the rise. We're in the middle of a pandemic.
Just
sort of reminds me of when LaGuardia first took office in the 30s. That things are in a very, very dire situation for the city. That's where we are now. And so it's sort of a reminder that this 100 days, you'd love to celebrate if you're mayor. This was never going to be a time of celebration if you just look at some of these high-profile crimes going on over his first 3 months in office. And on top of that, you still have this pandemic. Granted, it's
high-profile
crimes
in
New York City when it first came to town 2 years ago.
You mean sensational
still,
crimes?
Nipping on our heels, and it nipped at the mayor's heels clearly over this weekend.
All right, Bob Hart, is there anything else you would like to add?
Please don't.
No, I just, like I said, my own public service announcement to New Yorkers is just be careful. I know everyone wants to go out and have fun. I know everyone wants to work. Those things can be done, but listen to the medical experts. The politicians are under a lot of pressure, I think, to get everything back to normal. I would say listen to doctors first and foremost. They don't have a constituency. They're not worried about
so we shouldn't listen to you. We should listen to our doctors,
really think
okay?
We need to defer to medical experts as much as we possibly can.
All right, NY1's political director, Bob Hart, thank you so much for your analysis.
Thanks, Warren.
Again, the mayor's news coming as he marks a milestone 100 days in office. Right out of the gate, it's been a challenging first few months. Crime and homelessness are two major issues that Adams has been tackling. He says he's been working around the clock to improve the city's quality of life. New Yorkers
they talk about homelessness every single day, all day long.
Crime under control.